What's good? No. Hey everybody, I'm Mulatto.
I'm Melissa.
And we are back with another video. So we would call it story time. Oh, wait. This is Honey. So basically, this video is about how we met.
So yeah, you're in for some real treats.
So tea.
So I start, you start?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we would say, well, we would say how we met. We actually met at Red Lobster, but there's a whole another story to that. Red Lobster was more like the first time I saw her in person, but we actually met on a website which we both don't even remember the name. To be quite honest, it was Pink Zip something.
Was it Pink Cupid? Pink Zebra?
One of those.
Pink somebody.
Yeah, it was pretty much one of those websites where you could see like pictures and stuff, but when you start writing messages, you can't really read them.
Which was stupid. They wanted you to pay like $20 to read the message or something like that.
I wasn't going to pay that. But yeah, one day I just looked on my Pink something, whatever website it was, and I saw a picture of her, and I was like, oh, she's kind of fine or whatever. And you know, I like clicked on the page, I looked at the pictures and stuff like that, and then you know, I tried to write a message. That's kind of like how I found out that you have to pay for it, because it didn't really tell me at the beginning. So yeah, I tried to send a message. It was telling me something about whatever you have to pay for it. I sent it anyways, hoping that, you know, maybe something would happen. And then what?
Yeah, I got a message. She sent me this message. Like at first glance at her picture, I thought she was like a Mexican.
Which I'm not.
No, she's not. But I thought she was a Mexican, and I was like I never talked to a Mexican. But hey, you know, I was new, and I really was on there for friends because I was new here and I really wanted a friend. So I was like, okay, you know, nothing wrong with being friends, whatever. So I opened the thing, and I think she was like, you know, you're pretty as fuck, you're fine as fuck, something she said. And I was like, oh, thanks, I appreciate that. She's like, we should hang out or whatever, let's swap numbers. So she wrote her number in the thing, and I wrote my number in the thing, and then
it was kind of like a once we wrote our numbers in there, it kind of like locked it, so you couldn't really
read the number,
the actual number. You could only get, you know, a couple of digits, and so yeah, so she sent her number, and I could literally only see like the first 5 digits or whatever, and it was the same for her. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, how can I tell her that I can only see 5 out of 10 digits? And
she wrote in the subject line, last 5.
Yeah, so not everybody would get that because it's kind of random if you think about it. Like, last 5, what are you trying to say? But this one right here, she got it. So she put the last 5 or whatever. Anyways, time went on. It was never really a phone call or whatever made. It kind of just went, you know, whatever. And yeah, what happened?
I was at work, and I was like bartending or whatever, and her friends came in, and they sat at the bar, and they were talking to me like, oh, like, you must not be from here, you don't sound like you're from Atlanta, like you're from Georgia, whatever. And I was like, no, I'm from California. She said she was from Germany and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, so do you speak German? Whatever. She was like, yeah, she did, blah, blah, blah. So they were all like, oh, yeah, like, you know, we all should hang out. What you doing, homie?
She just sniffing around the bed, having a great time. In the pillows.
So, yeah, they're like, we should hang out, you know, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know, no problem. So,
So it was more like a, at that moment I was like, you know,
well,
oh, my bad, okay, from my perspective, how about that? Looked around, and when I looked to the bar, I seen her at the bar, and I was like, it was kind of like, it was weird, like, you know, when you think you saw somebody before but you're not sure. And I was standing there just looking, and I was like, somewhere, I just can't put it together right now. But anyways, a couple seconds later, I was like, oh, it dawned on me. I was like, oh, that's that girl from the Pink Cupid Zebra, whatever it was, site. At least that's her picture, because in all actuality,
she thought I was a catfish.
she had this picture on there. She was looking really good in that picture. I mean, with the headphones and the hair down. I mean, it looked like somebody took somebody's picture, if that makes any sense. You know, a real life catfish.
Real life person in this thing.
But yeah, so I really thought she was a catfish back then. That's why I really, you know, there was really never like contact made or whatever, because I just thought shit wasn't real, to be honest. And but yeah, so when I saw her at the bar, I was like, wait a minute. So I told, you know, my friends, I was like, we should just go to the bar. I want to see something, you know, sit down, whatever. And so I started talking to her, and, you know, yada yada yada, like she said, you know, it was kind of like, hey, you know, you're new, yada yada yada. And then it really ended up just being like, okay, at that point I was like, well, I'm not sure if, you know, she could be the girl that I really spoke to, or if it was some random, and now I'm about to see the real girl and she's gonna look at me like, what the fuck? But so,
and I wasn't really like, oh damn, like that's her or whatever. But one thing that did kind of like make my eyebrow go up a little bit was this birthmark on her face or whatever. So I'm like, you know, I've seen that birthmark before, you know. Well, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Just keep doing,
you know,
my job, whatever. I was making dollars.
Making some coins.
But yeah.
So anyways, so I didn't really say anything though. Like, I wasn't like, oh, hey, are you the girl? Like I said, I didn't want to look stupid, so I didn't say nothing. But when we left, me and my friends or whatever, we left a tip, and on $100 bill, I was just like, you know, I left the last 5 digits of my number, and I said last 5. And I just wanted to see if she, like, you know, if that's her, then, you know, give me a call or whatever.
So yeah, they walk up the door, they're like, yeah, you know, make sure you call us, hit us up, whatever. And, you know, I collect my little coins and stuff, and I was like, oh damn, like, you know, I had like $140, you know, her friends left 20s, 2 20s. She left the $100 bill, and it said last 5 on it. And I was like, So yeah, I ended up calling her, texting her a little bit after that, whatever. She was like, oh, we should hang out, whatever. I was like, yeah, okay, you know, what you want to do or whatever. And then she was like, well, you know, you can come to my house, whatever. And I was already a little iffy about going to her house, because I'm like, I don't even really know you like that. You know?
On top of that, you know, it wasn't like she was in her own car driving. I said I was going to pick her up.
Yeah.
Because I live really far. Like, that's the only reason why I was like, come on, I'll pick you up. But I was really far out.
And I don't like driving far. And so she was like, because she said that she was like, I live really far out. I'm like, what's really far out? Like, that's already sounds strange. You live really far out and you want me to drive really far out. Like, that's what? No. And then she was like, well, I'll come and pick you up. Wait, what?
But you let me though.
I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so she came and she picked me up or whatever, and I was kind of like, okay. And she's like, we walked in. She asked me if I wanted to get something to drink or whatever. And back then, she used to drink honey, Jack honey, like faithfully.
Oh yes.
And so like every weekend was the party for her, and so when we went to the liquor store, she's like, oh, you know, get whatever you want, whatever. And so I drink Hennessy and tequila or whatever. So I got like a small bottle of Hennessy because I'm not a big drinker. And she was like, that's all you're gonna get or whatever. She was like, I have money, so you can get whatever.
I just didn't want, I didn't, you know, I wasn't.
First of all, let me tell you something, okay?
Not a lot of
I don't
people
really
have
care
it.
about your money, you know. I have money myself, and if I wanted to run your checkup, I definitely would have done that. But I'm not a big drinker. So I got my little thing, called it a day. Plus, I'm about to be far with a stranger. Like, who's getting drunk here? Not me. Like, no.
What you mean?
No.
Oh, she's sliding.
Honey, don't fall.
She is sliding.
Come back. Come back.
But yeah.
So, anyways, we get to her house or whatever.
We were
and
chilling.
She has company.
Yes. One of my friends / workers, you know.
Which is a guy.
It was a homie, and he was cool at the time.
And so me, I'm like, this is strange. This whole little thing here is strange. First you're taking me out far, trying to get me drunk. Then we come back to the house, there's this guy here, and he like, damn, she is as fine as her pictures that you showed me. And I'm like,
He was the only one that I really like talked about. Hey, girl.
I was like, so you're talking about me, you're showing my pictures to people, like, what's going on with this, you know? And he was like, oh yes, Melissa, like, you and her together, like, she fine, you fine, this and this and this. I'm like, hold on, buddy. Like, it's not the type of party. I don't know what you thought was about to happen. He, like, busting out the marijuana. I'm like, whoa. Like,
he was on it. He was definitely on it. Even I looked like, nigga, where this shit coming from? Like, you didn't have none of that shit when I left.
Don't believe it. Like, I feel like she was well aware of everything that was going on.
I was like, what the hell? I mean, the whole drinking and stuff like that was one thing, but when he busted out all the extra shit, I was like,
Man,
wait,
let me tell you.
I wasn't a smoker,
So as you guys know, the way we cut off the last video was, I was gonna leave y'all off on a tip with the whole like little Molly thing. So yes, so then he breaks out his Molly. He's like, oh, you want a piece? Whatever. I'm like, no, whatever. He pops her piece. He pops his piece, and then he passes her a little piece, and she's like, oh, see, look, I'm gonna take it. Is that supposed to make me feel more comfortable? Like,
I did not take it.
I'm gonna let her live her truth. If that's her truth, then I'm gonna let her live that truth, okay? But
way too much thicker that night.
It's my truth.
That Hennessy did it for you.
No. I don't even think I drunk. I think I took it home because I was like, y'all have got me totally fucked up. Like, no. Participated, let's say that.
Yeah, I was drinking. Lots of alcohol. Like you.
Don't, none of that statement is true.
Oh God, I'm over here crying.
Oh my God. If anybody is watching this that is gonna judge her, believe her story.
You're killing me, babe. You're killing me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good Lord.
It's you. You're cracking me up. This is so funny.
I need some tissue around here.
Some tissue. Some
yeah,
tissue.
my eyes are watering. Jesus.
Don't.
No. She's, yeah.
And after that, she was all super sprung and hooked, and she never wanted to leave my side. She always wanted to hang out, take me out to eat. She just wanted to always go and do something. And then, like, maybe a month or two later.
Wasn't a bad thing, right?
I mean, I'm a great person and shit, so I don't blame you. I don't blame you. After, like, 2 months of her being around me every single day, like, every single day.
What? It was not every
I asked
day.
her, and she was spending the night at my house all the time, or whatever. And so I asked her, I was like, you don't want to go home? Like,
She pretty much kicked me out, yeah.
I didn't kick her out.
But
I just asked the question.
and then when I left, she's like, well, why are you leaving right now?
Because
I'm like,
it wasn't like,
I
we
mean,
need to
it's
get
kinda
out, like,
peace, You know, like, yeah, I'm out. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm about to keep sitting here? Feel awkward? Nah, hell no, I'm out.
It was more so like, you know, like, you don't have to spend the night here tonight. You don't have to
It was
leave
more like,
right
get the
now.
fuck out. And that's exactly
That's
what
how
I
she
did.
took it.
Yeah.
That's how she took it, and she had an attitude, and she left or whatever.
I had attitude for a while.
For like a week. For like 5 days. And then I'm like, I was like, so you're mad? Like,
I mean, yeah. Like I said, you know, you get up, get out.
what you mad for? Because I asked you if you want to miss me sometime. Like, I know I'm like a mad.
You know, it was like, do you want to miss me sometime? No, it wasn't about me because I was cool, clearly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was, yeah, I guess.
Hey.
I was more so like, I would like to miss you. Could you get out? Not right now, currently, at this moment. But
Yeah. Bye. Yeah, for sure.
Whatever, man.
But
Well,
anyways.
that is our how we met story and how we began.
Right.
That was 5 years ago.
Man, it's been a while. A long time coming, yeah. It's been a long time coming.
So, some crazy shit's happened in those 5 years.
Man, we're not talking about all of them.
Of course not.
And then as we're ending the video, you're laying back.
Yep. It's time to go to sleep.
All right.
Good night, people.